What is going on, guys? It's your boy Age. We are live here on StreamYard. I got my boy Josh with me. He's rocking a beautiful T-Wolves jersey. Heyo.
Go T-Wolves, baby.
Also got on the Bush Light hat. You know we're hat guys around here. But we are here, and we're live in the studio previewing Border Battle game number 2. It's Sunday Night Tilt with the Packers. So we're super excited for that. But before we get into it today, I want to tell you about our friends at Underdog Fantasy. They sponsor this show. They help us out with everything. And they've been putting you guys on all season long. So Underdog Fantasy in their Pick'em game, just pick higher or lower on your favorite or least favorite player stats. And you can win up to 20 times your money in a single night. And now that's up to 100 times your money in a single night with the new Scorchers. Underdog keeps it super simple with their easy-to-use website and mobile apps. Pick between 2 and 5 players to fill out your Pick'em entry, get every pick right, and take home some cold hard cash. Use the code 10K and get your first deposit doubled up to $100 by Underdog Fantasy. So hopefully y'all are tapped in with that app. Hopefully y'all are tapped in on the website, making yourself some money. Tonight, we have the Thursday Night Football finale, a game that everybody has been waiting hand and hold breath for, the New York Jets and the Cleveland Browns. I mean, it couldn't get any better than this. For the Thursday Night Football finale of the year on Prime, probably the most disgusting game ever, but we get to see Joe Flacco. Yes, that's right. I said Joe Flacco in prime time. So,
yeah, Joe's been playing all right lately. They've been winning some games with Joe. It's a Joe Flacco revenge game. People forget he was a Jet there for a little bit.
true.
Yeah, I don't know. Betting wise, AJ, I don't know if anything jumps out to me. The only thing I'm hoping for tonight is my boy Breece Hall to go for 70 million yards and 14 touchdowns. So yeah, I'm all aboard the Breece Hall train, Iowa State guy. So that's about all I got for tonight.
Yeah, I'm thinking his receptions, because, I mean, he caught the ball like fucking 12 times last week. So, I mean, that trend will probably continue, but we'll even have to see if that reception prop is still there. But 4 over, higher, I mean, that's going to be killer. I feel like Cleveland-wise, this maybe might be their week to fade Flacco. A lot of the sharps are thinking so. Jets defense is pretty good. You know, they got Sauce Gardner. Amari Cooper is going to be a little bit limited, but yeah, it's going to be a weird game nonetheless. So definitely some things to get your hands dirty with this Thursday if you're liking some grease and some action. Well, we'll hop into it here with our game preview. Sunday night, we have another Sunday night game at home against the Green Bay Packers in a border battle. As it stands right now, the Vikings are a 1-point favorite with an over-under of 43.5. So obviously a big game coming up and a lot to look forward to.
Yeah. Big game, AJ. A lot going on. One thing you forgot to mention, though, we had some big news today. Jaren Hall is our guy. He's back.
Oh, great. Jaren Hall. Guys, stand up. You did it. You did it, Vikings Twitter. You did it. You got what you wanted. Let's see what happens, because here it is. Jaren Hall starting. I don't know. Like, we got to this point, and we did it. This was when I wanted him to come in. Like, the playoffs are still possible, but it's looking like, you know, we're maybe not going to get in. Now is when you see what you got. Not when we're trying to 2 weeks ago. We still have a fucking 65% chance to make the playoffs. We need the best guy in there. And not that Jaren Hall's not the best guy, but we don't know that. So now we get to see what we got. And I hope you guys are happy, because if the sky falls and the floor drops out, this is what you wanted. So take it and live with it. And like, I'm not rooting against the dude at all. Like, I just get so tired of Vikings Twitter, like, banging their fist on the table for this. Like, don't you think this would have happened sooner if Jaren Hall was really the guy? Like, KOC knows better. So,
yeah. I don't know. I don't know. Honestly, at this point, AJ, fuck it. Honestly, God, it's just this carousel. Jaren Hall will probably fucking suck, and then we'll go back to Dobbs, and then he'll suck, and then we'll go to Mullins. Like, it's just this never-ending thing. And you Kirk haters, this is what you get.
Facts.
This is what you get because Kirk is the guy. Kirk has been the guy, but I don't know. We should have signed Case Keenum. Fuck off with that. We need Kirk. We miss Kirk. But listen, Jared Hall, I don't know. Is he the next Patrick Mahomes? Probably not. But maybe he'll be okay. I don't know, AJ. At this point, it's week 17, and this team still finds a way to make shit interesting. And I'm excited. I don't know. It's Packer week. I fucking hate the Packers. So I'm excited.
Well, if you didn't hate the Packers, I don't think we could do the show together because I hate them too. So our boy Mike Brown chimes in here on StreamYard comments. Which name you like better for Hall? Mormon Missile or Super Soaker? Super Soaker is a little bit on the nose. You got to kind of dig to figure that one out. I'll let everyone figure that one out for themselves.
Yeah.
I love Mormon Missile. That's, the alliteration always hits hard. Obviously you got to go with the Mormon angle because you're from BYU. So, but, I think I'm excited to see Jaron Hall just in the fact that last week Mullins missed all the layup throws, like the heaving it up to JJ and getting picked, the missing KJ on the corner route. So I think those throws will be there coming up, but we got to wait and see.
Yeah. 4 picks last week was tough. Should have had 5. There was that one in the end zone where he made a bad pass to Josh Oliver. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just excited to watch Jaron Hall. He looked pretty solid before he got hurt against the Falcons. So we'll see. I'm excited. I really am. I don't know.
Well, that's what everybody was telling me, so that's why he needed to start again. But yeah, I don't know either. I'm just anxiously waiting to see what happens. Just like anybody else. And like I've been saying basically since Kirk got hurt, I have no expectations. Like if Jaron Hall comes out and balls out and we beat the Packers, great. That's awesome. My New Year's Eve is not ruined. And I don't feel like shit heading into the new year because we lost to the Packers. But if he comes out and plays like doo-doo, then, it's kind of all what we figured from a rookie. Yeah. And you got to live with it. And, a lot of people are rooting for this team to lose out and not do very good at this point. I can't say I dislike that at all, but I don't know. I can't ever root for the Vikings to lose. I just can't.
Right. Yeah, I'm with you. And it's so tough because just from like a health standpoint, we are so fucked right now.
We're so fucked.
Hawkinson and DJ Wanham are done for the year. They're on the IR. I'll just run through the injury report for you. So far today and yesterday as well. No Theo Jackson, no Byron Murphy, no Jalen Naylor, no Jacqueline Roy. Addison Blackman, Sheldon Day, Troy Dye, Madison are all limited. And then a big one, in my opinion, Brian O'Neill was full practice all week. And pace, and then Harrison Phillips was full today. So it'll be good to at least get those 3 guys healthy and back. I don't expect Byron Murphy to play. I don't know. So we're just fucking banged up, man. We are absolutely banged up. The Vikings turf, AJ, I don't know if you saw the report a week or 2 ago. In terms of turf, it's like one of the highest injury rate turfs that you can have in a stadium. So that's awesome. Yeah, we're banged up. We're hurting.
I mean, it's caused some injuries, but I feel like a lot of the luck that we've had this season hasn't really been attributed to that because like Kirk, snapped his Achilles on the road. The Hawkinson thing was a dirty low blow hit by Kirby Joseph. It's on site with him when I see him because now, Hawkinson torn ACL, torn MCL, I think was the diagnosis.
Yeah.
That happened a day before Christmas. We don't even know if we're going to have him back for the opener next year. Like, that's a tough injury to come back from with the ACL and MCL together. So, we're banged up. We're rolling to this game with David Questenberry getting starts and Ty Chandler's RB1 and Jaron Hall. And I just don't think anybody ever saw this coming. Like, we are a hospital team as fuck.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not good at the end of the game last week. I don't think we talked about it after the game, but if it's towards the end of the game and you're running, I don't know if it was a fade or a corner out in the end zone to Johnny Munt, I think you're kind of fucked as a team. But yeah, we're banged up and we'll see what happens. I guess it's Nick Muse and Johnny Munt season.
Yeah, we're definitely going to see a little bit more CJ Ham crosser routes this week. For sure. Oh my God. And then if Addison doesn't play, because his ankle is basically like a twig right now.
Yeah.
I mean, we're dealing with JJ, KJ Osborne, and Brandon Powell as our wide receivers. Like, ugh.
Yep. Well, on the bright side with that, there will be no Jair Alexander this week.
Oh, yeah.
I think I've said it before, but his post-game interview this past Sunday, he's a fucking clown.
He's an idiot.
The Packers named their captains before the game, whatever, and Jair went out there to do the coin toss. He wasn't supposed to. And he almost fucked it up for him, making it so they'd kick off in each half. But I didn't see the whole clip, so I guess it didn't happen. But I guess he almost fucked up. So they suspended him. I don't know if that was his idea because he's scared of Justin Jefferson or what the deal is, but there will be no Jair on Sunday night.
He's scared of Justin Jefferson. He's scared of Addison. Our boy Mike Brown chimes in and says, who should be Green Bay's imaginary captain this week? Brett Favre? Jair will find his way into the stadium and act like a captain. I don't know. He's scared to play the Vikings.
Yeah.
He's scared.
He had that one game last year where he kind of clamped JJ a little bit and did the gritty on him. But then Jordan Addison made him his bitch earlier in the year. So, yeah, I think he's scared. Another person that's scared, Luka Doncic. AJ, I know last week I said LeBron is ducking the Wolves. Tonight, Luka is ducking the Wolves. So, yeah, everyone's scared to play Minnesota sports teams right now.
Everyone's scared, man. We got no Luka. People are coming to the Target Center to see Luka, and then he's not playing. So the Wolves, I saw that line. It was like 9, and I'm like, oh, that's a little high. But the Mavs are on a back-to-back. But NBA Basketball Weekly, I don't know. People are ducking Minnesota. They don't want to come to the cold, even though it's relatively warm for this time of the year here, which is great. Fingers crossed. Let's hope it stays that way. But, yeah, I don't know. The Packers, their defense has been hilariously bad. I know a lot of Packers fans are begging for defensive coordinator Joe Barry to be let go. I hope he stays around for as long as possible because I want Jordan Addison to keep running up 100-yard games on that stupid Packers defense.
Yeah.
I can't stand them. I want to run up 40 on them every time we play and see them lined up in that green and disgusting ass yellow. Like, I just can't do it.
Yeah. So Packers wise, AJ Dillon, Aaron Jones, Jaden Reed, and Dontavian Wicks are all questionable. Their defense. I kind of relate it to what we were like last year with Ed Donatel. They have some good players on defense. Rashawn Gary, Jair Alexander. I can't think of his name. Campbell in the middle, former Gopher. And Devondre Campbell, thank you. I just think shitty coaching is a big part of that. I mean, look what Flores has done with the Vikings defense this year. Debatably a worse offense or defense personnel wise. So yeah, I think coaching plays a big part in their defensive issues. I'm fine with it. I hope they suck ass on Sunday night. They gave up 30 points to a terrible, terrible Carolina Panthers offense. So I think if we go out there and just play a sound football game, win the turnover battle, we should do all right.
I mean, if Bryce Young and the Panthers can come back on them and give them a run for their money, Jaron Hall and this Vikings offense can definitely win this game.
Yeah.
And when we played the Packers the first time around, we pretty much, I don't want to say dominated them, but handled them pretty well. Like it was wire to wire. We were up. Like it got a little bit dicey, but that was because our defense was on the field too long in that second half. And then, the floor kind of fell out at the end when Kirk got hurt. So, but we still won by 14, our only win of the year by more than one score. What could you do? So,
Yeah.
I think it's going to have to be, a big running week. Ty Chandler, can we see him get in the end zone for the third straight week in a row? I think JJ is going to be cooking, especially with no Jair. I don't know. I feel like this is going to be a track meet either way. And Jordan Love has looked a lot better since the last time we saw him. He's stepped into that role. He's looked a lot better. He's found his swagger. The collection of wide receivers that the Packers have with Dontavian Wicks and Jaden Reed and Dobbs and Christian Watson, they're getting it done despite them going through some injuries. I think Christian Watson is still nursing a hamstring injury from 3 years ago. So good with that. We won't see him, but those other guys can get it done too. And Aaron Jones is back. So he had a good game last week for them. So you definitely got to watch out, but I think if this defense can step up and do what they've been doing, should be all right.
Yeah. I think we'll be all right. Again, getting those main core guys healthy, Pace, O'Neal, Phillips, getting Jordan Hicks back is huge. So yeah, I think the Packers offense doesn't scare me. They don't have a bunch of they don't have a lot of big name guys, but they've just got some guys that are shifty. Romeo Dobbs is all right. Jaden Reed is all right. So I think it's just, I'm not overly concerned defensively. I think I'm just more concerned on how our offense will work. I hope they don't skip a beat with a new quarterback. So we'll see, man. I don't know. JJ is going to go for 150 and 2 touchdowns. I can feel that. It's going to be a big JJ game.
Yep. So we're taking the higher on his yardage for sure.
Yeah.
Higher on touchdowns for sure. We're doing all that good stuff because he's getting in the end zone for sure. It's going to be a gritty on Sunday Night Football. And this is kind of like our last hurrah, because the week after this we go to Detroit, and they beat us last week. They're going to be humming. They're going to be feeling good. They're not going to rest anybody because they want to go into the playoffs 100% doing their thing at full capacity. So, this is the chance where you go out there and lay it on the line. Let's go beat these guys. If it was any other team that we would be playing, I'd be like, yeah, just lose. I don't care. Whatever. But because it's the Packers and because it's Sunday Night Football, I want it to be a good showing.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's going to be a bad showing. Jaron Hall can't do much worse than what we've seen, to be completely honest with you. And I just don't think he will. Even if he looks conservative and not great, that'll do better than fucking 4 interceptions.
Yeah. Yeah.
And in those 2 drives that he came in with against the Falcons, the offense was moving well enough. So I feel like he knows what he's doing. So let's see.
Yeah. No, I think we'll be fine. This is kind of off topic from today's game, AJ. There's just something I wanted to bring up with you.
Yes.
Our guy David here mentioned it in the comments as well. Bet Online AG, and I fucking hate that I'm even saying this, has the Vikings at the best odds to land Russell Wilson.
No.
At plus 500.
No.
Please, God, no. And don't get me wrong, he's having a better year this year. He kind of brought him back, but he is so expensive. I hate his just the way he just goes about everything. He's just so fucking annoying. Mr. Unlimited. It just fucking drives me nuts. I fucking hope to God that he is not a Viking next year. And if he is, make it be for $2 million, not fucking 65.
Yeah, I don't really know where that came from. I really don't. Just because where like the best team that's in a bad spot quarterback wise. I think they just had to go with it because, like, you look around at the other teams, like everyone else is pretty much good, and everyone knows who Russell Wilson is at this point. Obviously, we kind of saw it last year. Last year was so bad with just all of the things that he was doing and how bad they were. And this year, you're right. I think he's kind of redeemed himself. I don't think he's the problem in Denver. I think Sean Payton is stupid fucking dumbass Sean Payton, who everyone hates.
Fuck that guy.
But yeah, fuck that guy for sure. But I just I'm still not interested in Russ. I would much rather have Kirk. Rather have Kirk. Or just start over with a rookie or whoever. Like, we could have Gardner fucking Minshew, and I would rather have him over Russell Wilson.
I don't think there's a shot in hell that Russell's a Viking. I think it's going to be Kirk. And if they don't go with Kirk, I think they draft a quarterback, but that's for a later discussion. But yeah, I just saw it today and I wanted to puke. I hope he's not a Viking. I really hope he's not.
And we got to stop doing this little trend. The franchise as a whole has had this fantasy of, oh, we got to get this guy who's 5 years past his prime and bring him in and he'll win some games for us. Like Donovan McNabb in purple. If you remember that, you deserve a coupon. Like, because that would, why was that ever a thing?
Yeah.
Why?
Donovan McNabb, that one time that Josh Freeman played a half of a football game.
Oh God.
The only time it's worked out is Brett Favre, really.
And that worked for 1 year. And then we were like, oh yes, please go back, Brett. And then he was like, okay, I'm dog shit now.
Sean Mannion isn't old, but he seems old. He played that one game against the Packers and we got shit on. Yeah, it just doesn't work. It doesn't. Get Kirk back and just don't bring Russell Wilson in, please.
It works if you're someone other than the Vikings because, teams bring in quarterbacks all the time. I mean, the Giants have Tyrod Taylor. They were rocking out on Christmas. The Browns are having a renaissance with Flacco, but it just doesn't work for us. We need fresh blood. So the option is Kirk back or a rookie. We're not going with anybody else, and not Russell Wilson. I will stop watching Vikings football if we get Russell Wilson. I'm done.
And by rookie, I hope you mean no JJ McCarthy because I don't want that either. But again, that's for later. That's for later. We got to focus on the Packers right now. We got to focus on this week. We got Jaron Hall.
I don't know enough about Mr. McCarthy to give my opinion. I don't know enough about any of the draft class in general. Like, obviously, we've seen Caleb Williams play, but those other guys, I'm just like, okay, well. Yeah. And it also depends on where we end up, too. But like you said, that's a different discussion for a different day. Yep. So, lots to chew on, but we're ready for Sunday Night Football, New Year's Eve. So, make sure you're turning up accordingly. Make sure you've got Ubers home, guys, because we want you all to be here and make it through with us to the new year and be thriving and be here for the Vikings Super Bowl win next season. Score prediction. Yeah. What are we thinking?
Oh God. I think the Super Soaker is going to have a good game. Thank you, David, for that nickname. I'm going to use that forever now, the Super Soaker. I'm going to go, gosh. I think the Vikings kick some ass Sunday night. I'm going to go 31-17. Another 14-point win. Super Soaker looks good. Defense looks good. I'm going to call a fake punt by our close personal friend, Andrew DePaula. So, yeah, I think we're going to kick some ass.
Yeah, I'm loving that. I'm going to go 31-20. I think, they get in the end zone a couple times. We get Jordan Love to mess up, throw a little pick. Greg the third leg will bang at least one or two through. So, but yeah, I think it's going to be a comfortable Vikings win on New Year's Eve to bring in the new year for us. And I think Jaron Hall will have a good game. Maybe not a great game, but he'll play solid enough and well enough to win. So that's really all you can ask for at this point. After everything we've been through, we deserve a good outing and not 4 interceptions.
Yep. So, yeah, I'm excited. Fuck the Packers, and let's go get a win.
Let's go get a win indeed. All right, guys, it's going to do it for us here on StreamYard. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. We will be live post-game directly after that Packers game. So hopefully you're up and around to join us on New Year's Eve to recap a Vikings dub. For AJ and Josh here at State of Skol, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. We'll see y'all Sunday.
See you guys.